Well, why don't we segue into one of my favorite segments here on the show? That's going to be Recaps and Rants with Raul Rodriguez. Man, why don't we talk about some of the shows you've seen?
Oh, my alternate name, don't forget it. Raul sees everything and Troy doesn't watch any TV at all.
Hey, there's a show on this that I've seen that you haven't.
Oh, yeah.
So this week's a little different. But
we're gonna start with that. Like,
okay.
When I was little, I saw random episodes of the X-Files, but I have seen both movies.
Okay,
I like Mulder Scully a lot. It's one of my projects to see the whole show.
Man,
the X-Files.
Let me tell you.
But let me know, how's the reboot?
Okay, the last season 10, when it came out last year or whenever that was, I liked it a lot. I haven't seen any of the old X-Files show. My dad has, and like we actually have a whole bunch of X-Files stuff around our house because my dad is a huge fan. And he was when the show originally aired. So I've only seen so far, I guess, the newer stuff, and I'm in love. Like, we have to watch all the X-Files and review it because this show is incredible. There's only been 3 episodes this season so far. The first episode was fine. It was a good, like a 7 out of 10. I'm not going to go into really the plot because if you haven't really seen it, it won't really make sense. I will say, though, the last episode, which was a couple days ago on the 17th, it kind of goes back to like the Monster of the Week type show, like in X-Files. Like it's its own single story. But let me pitch you. Guess who the villain is?
Oh,
the villain in the episode is the I'm actually just gonna find her name here quick. Is Maurice from the Planet of the Apes movies, which is the big orangutan.
Oh.
Now, she has a performance in this, and there's a part where she actually has a cup of shit, and she's throwing it at Mulder. And, like, it gets fucking twisted. Like, twisted and disturbing. But it was great. So far, I've enjoyed watching all of the episodes.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
But, yeah, I don't want to say much more because it's definitely, X-Files is definitely a show you gotta watch knowing nothing.
Yeah, like, I want to see it for years because a lot of Supernatural fans see X-Files like a prequel to Supernatural.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Because even the creator from Supernatural, he inspired a lot of things from X-Files to Supernatural.
Oh. Yeah, man. I overall I've loved the season so far. I'm just trying to look up to see.
Oh my god, I will cry if Supernatural ends with a movie exactly like X-Files.
Well, there's only 11 or 10 episodes this season for X-Files, so it'll continue through till March.
Oh wow.
So I'm excited.
10 episodes? That's cool.
10 episodes. But yeah, we do definitely have to be watching the original series and review it. Because that would be amazing. But yeah, that was X-Files. I've loved it so far. Why don't we quickly recap then some of the ones that you ended up seeing? So how has young Sheldon been? Because I know a lot of people made fun of it originally.
Yeah, a lot of people made fun of it. I can see why. But it's a very heartwarming story. I liking the psychic viewpoint. Not psychic. Like see psychiatrist's viewpoint of Sheldon.
Oh, okay.
Because you get to know more about how he is. Like in the Big Bang Theory, he always makes jokes on how he is, but you see in the background of those jokes in John Sheldon.
Oh. And
so like. The way that he discovered comics. That was a very good episode that he was wandering around town and he stumbled into the comic book shop because he wanted to escape from his family and he read comics and at the same time his family was searching like crazy for them and he was sitting nicely with his new friend reading comics and he always saw comics as a dumb thing, but he got related to Professor X when his first comic that he read was X-Men.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, that was a cool episode. Or like, there's an episode when Sheldon wants to go to see something in Cape Canaveral, I think. I forget the exact detail.
Mm-hmm.
And then his dad does everything to impress Sheldon. Because, that Sheldon, he's very smart. His father, he's a stereotypical jock. He was a jock, but now he's a trainer for football.
Yeah.
And he's very fat, very stereotypical coach. So he doesn't have anything to give to his son to impress him. And Sheldon, he tries to love his father, even though he will never also impress his father because he's not athletic or he doesn't have his mindset.
Okay, yeah.
And so this scene, you seen the whole episode, and then Sheldon gives the bombshell that all of the fans knew, but still it hurt me a little when he said, I was so happy that my dad did everything for me to go to that trip. This is one of the things that I will always remember, especially after he died.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, we already knew about this. I remember that I told you my review for the pilot was like, when I'm gonna hint. Like, even though, like, I'm trying to make, like, a bet. I think that the dad is gonna survive until, like, season 2. Maybe they're gonna kill him for season 2 finale.
Oh, okay.
Because making my timeline, because this is the other thing that I hear from the Big Bang Theory and John Sheldon. There's a lot of inconsistencies with the timeline.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. Do you think they're gonna introduce, like, younger versions of the other characters at some point throughout this show?
I think they're gonna do that for maybe like the last season of John Sheldon, maybe like season 5 or 6.
Okay.
I don't see John Sheldon as a 10-season show, and this is why. This is the thing that I'm gonna say. Sheldon has established in the Big Bang Theory that he was like 10 or 11. He went to college.
How old is he in the show?
John Sheldon, he's like 8 or 9. And he's on high school.
Wow.
So I think, talking about timeline, I think they're gonna kill the father by season 2, exactly when Sheldon is gonna receive like a letter to go to college.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't really watched a lot of Big Bang Theory in the last little bit, but that sounds totally doable.
Yeah, because talking about inconsistencies, Sheldon doesn't talk about his father throughout the whole show of the Big Bang Theory. He always puts him as a drunk, and this is the inconsistency that I hate. Hearing John Sheldon, even though he's a drunk, he doesn't behave like a drunk.
Oh, okay.
He's very a heartwarming father. So why that inconsistency?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like Sheldon wants to repress a memory of his father that we don't know yet?
Yeah.
Or is it because the writers forgot? I have a theory that it's the writers forgot.
Probably,
like right now, I was seeing a new episode of the Big Bang Theory. They mentioned his brother. And throughout the whole show, they never mentioned Sheldon's brother. It was always Sheldon's sister.
Yes, they must be like...
That's the thing that I hate from Big Bang Theory and John Sheldon. There's a lot of inconsistencies.
Huh. See, that sucks, because they should have connected them a little bit more, or at least had a plan. And to me, it looks like young Sheldon definitely was a show that they're just trying to capitalize on the success of Big Bang Theory. Like, this wasn't something that was needed.
Gilbert's point. They would totally want to capitalize on the Big Bang Theory.
But that's cool. I mean, it sounds like it's very much like the next show we're about to talk about. And that's the middle. Like, it seems like they're both just fun, entertaining shows that can, like, keep you entertained and they have a heartwarming story behind them.
Yeah. Oh my God, in the middle. When I told you that finally Sue and the neighbor kissed.
Yeah.
They totally destroyed that moment. The next episode was like, why?
What?
You do this to me. They put out that Sue said, I don't know who started the kiss. It was me or him. And then says to the mother, but this is the most boring. She even honestly says, this is the most boring first kiss story that I have ever heard. And she says, maybe you need to kiss him again on New Year's. So then the mother, Frankie, and his best friend, Brad, made like a whole party for Sue to kiss the neighbor again, Sean. I just remember the name. It's Sean. And so at the end, they finally, after so many things that happened in the party, they're almost gonna kiss, like the last 10 seconds for New Year's. And then a random guy opens the door and kisses Sue.
Oh.
And I'm like, why are you doing this to me? And then Sean gets really sad. He runs out of the door of the party, and he confesses to his brother, the brother of Sue, Axel. He's like, I know that you're gonna be mad, but I love your sister, and I have always loved her, and I will do everything to fight for her. And he leaves. And Axel is like, okay, because you know that Axel, he's a dumbass.
Yeah.
He's a dumb, stupid kid. And I'm like, oh my God. And so they introduce this random guy that, if I remember correctly, because I may need to rewatch some episodes, I'm sure that this is the random guy that he was doing the delivery of the food for her roommate.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm sure that is the same guy. But this is another thing, Troy. I see a lot of TV shows. I forget some details.
Hey, we're all human. Our brain can only handle so much.
and so I was like, okay, they're gonna stress this Sean and Sue thing until the series finale.
Yeah, that's something I can totally see, depending on how you've been saying the show's been running. But that's great. What would you, I guess, I mean, we didn't give a rating for Young Sheldon, but what would you give Young Sheldon and The Middle, rating-wise?
8. Both an 8.
Beautiful, man. See, these are definitely, I think those are shows that are probably, like, in my 20th and, like, 21st spot of shows I need to watch. Like, eventually I do want to watch them because they seem like they're just going to be a fun, just a fun experience going through with these characters, but, yeah, that's cool.
No, if you watch Young Sheldon, we need to make a Deadpool of when is the guy gonna die.
I think you're right. I think they're gonna just push it off till the second season.
Yeah, because the show has a lot of ratings and it got renewed early.
Oh,
they're
did
not
it?
gonna fire the actor for season 1 finale. No, they're gonna keep him maybe by season 2 finale or season 3 premiere.
I can even think of like maybe a season 2 mid finale.
That's a good one also.
But I think you're totally right. But yeah, why don't we move on to one of the last 2 shows of this segment. I really want to know how Steven Universe has been, because every week you talk about this show, and I just fall more in love. Like, this is going to be the next Gravity Falls for me, I think.
Yeah, it's almost near to Gravity Falls, but as a thing that I have always been saying consistently,
just lots of filler,
Universe, right? They're still going into the trap of a lot of filler.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, can you focus on the thing you set up?
No.
Especially with Lars, he's trapped in space. And they forgot about him for 5 episodes.
No, but these episodes, they're short, right?
Yes, they're short.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's a lot of filler.
That is weird. I feel like they should make them longer and like stretch out the stories a little bit, no? Like that, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think it was on season 3. It was one of the longer episodes. That was a 22 episode. Like, remember when I told you that episode when Steven brings back a gem that she was like a soldier for her mom, and then the twist at the end was that Rose Quartz destroyed her.
Yes.
Because Rose Quartz was almost getting to kill Pink Diamond, but then Steven kills her at the end.
Yeah.
That was a long episode. That was a 22-minute episode. I was like, ooh, what you said right now, they should have done that. No. Like for the whole world storyline, that was a 3-episode arc. Those 3 episodes would have been 22 episodes each. I would have to see more about Homeworld.
Well, and do we necessarily know why they're so short, or is that just like a thing by choice?
I think that's a thing by choice.
Huh. Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know why. I need to research this on Reddit now that I catch up.
Yeah.
Now I can go to Reddit and Tumblr and everything.
So you're not spoiled?
Yeah, because now I'm totally caught up. I can go to the Steven Universe theories, Reddit comments, everything.
Now, what would you rate, I guess, the last catching up on Steven's Universe? Has it still been...
Yeah, like with the filler, there was a good episode when we explored Sadie. Sadie, she's like the sort of girlfriend of Lars. Remember that I told you that Lars, he's like the emo kid?
Yes.
He doesn't want to like anyone. Lars got trapped in space, and remember that I told you he's not like a zombie because he got revived by Steven?
Yes.
And so Sadie, in this episode, she's very sad about what happened to Lars. Steven starts a band, and then Sadie becomes into like a rock emo star. She felt like the girl from Paramore.
Haley Williams.
Yes. There's a great scene. I'm going to send you this clip when she starts to sing like, jobs, it's killing me. Working in a minimum wage job, I feels like dead as hell. I was like, wow, this song is getting dark for a kids show.
Yeah, send it to me. That's great.
Even saying that something about minimum wage and everything.
Huh, that's cool.
That was the only good filler episode in that block. And then we get back to the main storyline.
Yeah.
Where we're seeing Lars getting his... Remember that I told you there was like another gems?
Yes.
They were like off-colors. They call them like mixed race.
Mm-hmm.
So they're mocking on that episode that Lars has this crew now like Star Trek. He's like the captain. He's acting like Kirk. And he has all of the gems working for him. And Steven caught him in the middle of a struggle that he stole like a spaceship and a lot of money. That was a very fun episode.
Huh. Yeah, I want to watch it.
And then we see Lars knows the truth about Sadie, that Sadie, she's now happy because of the band. And he gets really sad, but at the same time, Lars knows that he has progressed. He's not the same guy. And he was on Earth. And also Sadie, he also has to learn that Sadie couldn't be sad for him because she also needs to progress. She doesn't need her to stumble in that sadness. Because they're setting up that maybe Lars is never gonna come back to Earth.
Huh. I want to watch this so bad.
And also there's also setting up that we're gonna see Pink Diamond's viewpoint.
Oh, okay.
Of what happened when she got murdered.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I need to know more. And this is the thing that I hate from Cartoon Network and also Disney XD. Because that's why I stopped watching Star Wars Rebels. Because I'm gonna watch this last season as a binge.
Yeah.
They always do this stupid thing like, we're gonna put out 3 new episodes and then you have to wait for like 4 months for the other 3 or 4.
Oh. Yeah, that
sucks.
Sucks.
And I noticed this because I checked the IMDb with Steven Universe. These last 5 episodes, the fans needed to wait like 6 months for them.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, crap.
Huh. Yeah. How much longer is Universe like for this season?
I think there's only like maybe like another 6 or 7 episodes left for this season to be over.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to watch it. Why don't we move on to the last show here before we kind of talk about some movie news and some of the releases coming out. You ended up watching some of Black Mirror.
Yes.
And this is fascinating because I'm actually talking about TV shows that I've seen. I've watched seasons 1 and 2 of Black Mirror, and I've seen a couple of the episodes in season 3 and then a couple in season 4. So what did you think of the first 2, the National Anthem and 15 Million Merits?
The first one?
Yeah, that's the one with the pig fucking.
That's a really dark episode, but that's a bad introduction to Black Mirror.
It's funny because it's true, because it's gonna throw so many people off to not want to watch it.
Yes, and I can relate to that because I saw that first episode like a year ago, and then I saw the second episode 2 weeks ago. Because I remember that my friend, she was like, see Black Mirror, see Black Mirror. She was pitching like me, I bitching with you that you don't see TV shows.
Yeah.
And so when I saw the first episode, I was like, what the hell is this? And also she introduced me to one episode, season 3, with that guy from Mad Men talking to that Alexa thing.
Yeah, I love that episode too.
That was very dark.
It was, well, actually, all of Black Mirror is dark.
Yes.
That's what I love. It's so twisted, and I think what the coolest thing about Black Mirror for me is every single episode I've watched feels like it could be real.
Yes.
And I think
like the one that we're gonna talk about, the second one,
Oh.
the better one, the Twisted American Idol.
Yeah, with Daniel Kaluuya from Get Out.
Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya. Oh my God, I can see why he got the role in Get Out.
Dude,
Damn. Especially that ending.
Is it bad that I would like want to try to live that life? I think it would be interesting.
No. I can barely do an hour in a cardio machine.
No, I couldn't either. But
I don't want to be a fat guy picking up for that douchebag that did more trash on purpose.
Okay, that's fair. That's
like,
fair.
I really, if I was in that episode of Black Mirror, I would have killed that douchey guy and also those guys that made that reality show,
like that,
destroying all of the fat people.
That douchey guy that was watching all that, like the sex
the
and
porn,
shit. Yeah,
the porn, and also the fat people getting ashamed.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
If in real life me, I would have killed that douchey guy if I was in that Black Mirror episode.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I love that episode. Actually, all of season 1 I loved. There was a couple episodes I ended up seeing from the new season. There's actually there's one directed by Jodie Foster.
Ooh.
And it was interesting because it pretty much
is Jodie Foster bitching about superhero movies in that episode?
Yeah, right. Fuck, that was so stupid when she came out saying that. But no, so pretty much the episode she directed is like, what if you could put like a tracking device in your kid and have like an iPad that tells you all of their health. You can see, you could track them, you could see through their eyes. It's pretty much saying that like it's like an ultimate safety for your children.
Oh, I saw that in the trailer, and now the kid is like very sad and in control.
Yeah, it was a really cool episode. Directed, I don't know, Jodie Foster. I couldn't tell that Jodie Foster, like, there's nothing specific about it that I was like, wow, Jodie Foster is an incredible director. Like, there was, because a lot of people were saying that it was so good, like, she did an amazing job. I thought it was fun.
Not even the Beaver from that Mel Gibson movie makes an appearance?
No, yeah, there was nothing special to this episode other than, like, the one actress in it. The one who plays the mom. Uh-huh. She was so good. And she was in, dang. I'm gonna have to look it up here. Let me, let's see. But yeah, she was fantastic.
No, they should make, talking about Black Mirror, even though I still need to see more episodes, but the way that they're so dark and everything, Get Out should have been part of the Black Mirror cinematic universe.
Honestly, I could see it. Because it is. So anyway, that actress I was looking for is Rosemary DeWitt. And she was in the remake of Poltergeist. Talking about that. But she was also in La La Land. She played Ryan Gosling's sister.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And she was fantastic. So I watched that episode, and I watched the Hang the DJ episode, which everyone was freaking out about.
Yeah, they're confirming that there's like a connection between the episodes.
Well, in every episode, there's like Easter eggs.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one was cool. It had Georgina Campbell and one of the kids from. Did you ever watch? I don't remember. Did you ever watch Green Room?
Yes.
Okay,
that movie was so bad.
Did you not like it?
No.
Oh, I love that movie. The one kid from Green Room is in it. He plays the main dude. And it's a nice love story. There's, there was nothing really to it for me. Like, I don't know why everyone was freaking out. I think the premise is cool. It's pretty much like you go to this place and you can't leave until they find you your perfect match.
Oh, so it's like The Lobster.
Honest to God, that's the best way to describe. I didn't even think about that, but that is exactly kind of what it's like.
But you didn't get turned into an animal.
No, they don't get turned into an animal. It's more about... I don't even remember if there was a twist at the end. I just remember them getting together and it was happy ever after.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Black Mirror. Those are the 2 episodes I saw. Overall, I think Black Mirror is a fantastic show, though. I would love to direct an episode for them.
For me, still, like, one of my projects will be if I get to go to a film program this year, I would love to go to Vancouver and do like a Supernatural episode before it ends.
That would be amazing. I would be incredible.
Cry every single day of filming.
But anyway, guys, thank you again for listening and have a great day.
Bye-bye.